What? I decided to let the people of Facebook decide what I should eat while I'm in Portugal. That's good. We're gonna have some new experiences. We're gonna try some new things. This is cow stomach. So let's go. If you watched my last video, you'll remember we tried a decent amount of dried fruit at the Mercado do Buial. I learned that one of the reasons dried fruit is popular, especially during the holidays, is because it's used for a traditional Christmas cake called Bolo Rei. And I just so happened to come by a shop that had this exact cake right in the window. Okay, so this was not on the Facebook list, but I decided to give this a try. So dried fruit in cake. This is very traditional for the holidays. So I've got some raisins, some nuts, some kind of dried fruit. I don't actually know what it is though. It's definitely a little drier, which is okay. That's not always a problem for pastries. Bola Ray is a lightly spiced, fluffy Christmas bread filled with nuts, raisins, dried fruit, and topped with powdered sugar. It's not bad. I've never had a fruitcake before. Not necessarily something I'd be excited for during the holidays, but I definitely see someone enjoying this. Okay. This is... It's very sticky. I still don't know what that is. Wash it down with a nice cappuccino. The verdict on this, I'd recommend trying it. You have to open your minds to new possibilities. This comment is from Noel. It says, Maria Ines always feels like coming home. Excellent, Bacalhau. Let's check that out then. Okay, this is the famous Bacalhau. Ooh, it smells really good. It got garlic. Bacalhau basically means cod. There's a ton of different cod dishes here in Portugal. So let's give this one a little try. Bacalhau goes back centuries. Portuguese sailors would salt and dry the fish to keep it from deteriorating. That is not what I expected. I'm actually not sure what the crispy things are. I really want to say it's potatoes, but I honestly don't know. I'll definitely have to go back and ask. But it's fish and like crunchy potatoes and this nice cream sauce. Really good. Thumbs up from me. It never ceases to amaze me how in places that are close to the ocean, the fish is just better. It just tastes better, it tastes fresher. And you'll find this dish so many different places. It's very much a Portuguese style fish or fish dish, so to speak. Thank you, Noel. Very good choice. That dish was so delicious that I had to learn the recipe to make it at home. One of the best things about traveling is meeting new people, and we were lucky enough to be invited to a family's home in Portugal where we could learn how to make bacalhau. We are with our friend Joao. Joao, what are you going to be cooking for us today?
Today I cooked the godfish abras, a typical plate, Portuguese.
We are with our friend Matilde.
Portuguese food is very tasty. We have different people from different parts of the world, so our heritage, our backgrounds are kind of from different places as well. So our cuisine is very, very typically, but at the same time is from all around the world, and it's delicious, believe me.
And we are with our friend Danya.
Hello.
And they have invited us not to our home, no, to their home, and they're gonna teach us an authentic Portuguese recipe. This recipe is very simple and requires very few ingredients. Cod, onion, garlic, olives, egg, fried potatoes, and parsley. I think you've heard enough talking. Now it's the time for homemade Portuguese cuisine. make this recipe at home because it is absolutely delicious. Thank you so much, Joao. Amazing. All right, who's next? This comment is from David, and it says, McDonald's? I'm in Portugal and you want me to go to McDonald's? You think all Americans just sit around and eat burgers all day? What? I can appreciate a McDonald's burger. Feels good going in, but coming out, ooh, buddy. In other countries, their McDonald's is way better than ours. I remember when I was in France, they had macaroons at the McDonald's. At McDonald's. We don't get that in the US. Okay, let's see who's next. Mariana says, if you're an adventurous eater, Cidade is known for their Tripas moda do Porto. Oh boy, that usually means something bad. That usually means if you're an adventurous eater. Lucky for you, Mariana, I am an adventurous eater, and I like a challenge. Let's go. Okay, so I definitely understand why they said you had to be an adventurous eater. This is cow stomach, which I've never actually had before. It's the first time for everything. First off, it actually smells like absolutely amazing, but smells can be deceiving. Ooh. Ooh, that's actually really nice. There's white beans, there's carrots, there's beef, and then there's also the beef stomach. And together they create a really nice, rich broth that gives us really nice flavor. I actually like that a lot more than I expected. I've tried some pretty weird things, if I'm being honest, but this is understandably good. Let's try the beef stomach now. Okay, so the stomach itself is a little chewy. Chewing all day long. Chewing all day long. Definitely different. Not something I'm used to. Chewing all day long. Yeah, it does have a chewier texture. I'd say that this is worth ordering even just for the broth. Like the broth itself, everything else giving it the flavor, that's what makes it really nice. Also comes with rice. A lot of different soups that they have here end up coming with rice, which is kind of nice. It's a nice little filler. Portugal food fact. The legend says that when Prince Henry, the navigator, asked for meat to supply the caravels to conquer Ceuta, the Portuguese gave all the meat they owned, keeping only the guts. Because of this gesture, this dish became part of Porto history, representing the sacrifice of the Porto people on behalf of Portugal. And look what you got. A nice little dish out of it. All right, this comment is from AJ. He says, we can second Restaurant Caetano. I think someone had mentioned this in one of the previous comments. So yeah, thanks for the suggestion, AJ. We are going to check that out right now. Okay, so we have another fish dish here, which makes sense considering it is Portugal, right by the ocean. Okay, so this dish is called robalo escalado, and it comes with broccoli, fish, and potatoes. Very simple type of dish. So let's dig right on into this fish here. Okay, definitely can tell that this has bones in it, which totally fine. Ooh, that fish is really, really well seasoned. That's good. Has a nice grill to it, decent amount of salt. Oh, it's crunchy too. Try some of the broccoli. I like this because it's nice and light. It's not super heavy. So fresh. Just like taking a bite of the ocean. Whoa, that is the head. And an eye as well. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna flip the other way. Last but certainly not least, be sure when you're here in Porto to check out the port wine. Kind of what they're most known for. Along the riverbank, you will see tons of different boats that are carrying barrels. They may not be carrying wine, you know, in the current day, but wine is a huge part of Porto's history. So definitely make sure you come check out, you know, the port wine, and be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Please and thank you. We're gonna do a little swirl, a little sniff. Ah. Cheers, darling. Oh wow. Port wine is both sweeter and stronger than a lot of typical wine.